Lit. Roll up to the party. Roll up to the party. Roll up to the party. Roll up to the lit. Roll up to the party. Roll up to the party. Roll up to the party. Roll up to the lit. Roll up to the party. Roll up to the party. Roll up to the party. Roll up to the lit. Roll up to the party. Roll up to the party. Roll up to the party. Roll up to the lit. Roll up to the party. Roll up to the party. Roll up to the party. Roll up to the lit. Roll up to the party.
Good morning and welcome back to the One Celtic Fans View this morning. Yes, it is still morning time. It is an early kick-off at Celtic Park. Merry Christmas, fuck the Huns. The snow is falling all around us. Children playing and having fun. It's the season of love and understanding. Merry Christmas for the Huns. Anyway, good morning. We are back with the One Celtic Fans View this morning. And we're about to do the, let's see what the team is. Let's see what the team Brendan Rodgers has put out. Just get the door closed on me in the little office. So let's see the team that Brendan Rodgers has put out this morning. It will be released in around about, it's probably going to be about 10 minutes, isn't it? Oh, way early. Yeah, we've got about 12 minutes to go. I'm going to need to fill about 10 minutes. Why am I on so early? I have no idea, just the excitement of going to the game. Anyway, we'll jump into the comment section. We'll pass some time before the Celtic team does come out, because there's no use us speculating about the team, because Brendan Rodgers will make massive changes at the away game to Dundee United this afternoon. DB Boy 67 says, morning troops, hail hail. Mr. Quinn says, hail hail my One Celtic Fans View family. Paul McCune's in the house saying good morning to the Celtic men and women. Mick Celtic's in the house saying good morning. Sean's in the house. Sean's also going for 3-0 Celtic. Make sure that you drop your score predictions into the comment section of this video before the team comes out. And then once the team comes out, we'll dive right into it and see what we think the predictions will be this morning. DB Boy 67 went on to say, welcome to the greatest, best and biggest. It's not, none of that. It's none of that. I wish it was, but it's not. Welcome to the biggest, best and the greatest, best and biggest football chat podcast on the planet. Laughing faces. I wish it was. But you've got to grow. You know, it takes time for this stuff to happen. And I'm here for the long game. You've got to remember, this Celtic channel started life the very first. I'm just going to jump to Dundee United though. There is the image from Dundee United from the Celtic. So you see this nice skies, and I've got to say the pitch is looking good up in Dundee today for the game. But yes, the very first video from this channel was, from a Celtic perspective, was when Neil Lennon was made manager 14 years ago, and it has done Celtic content ever since. And it's only since sort of 2021 that when Ange walked through the door, that we changed the format and it became known as the One Celtic Fans View podcast. But anyway, we're here for a long time. We are here for the long run. There's not many channels. There is a few channels that have been around since then, but anyway, we are here for the run-in. No, was there? I don't think there was many Celtic channels around about the time that Lenny became manager. No, I don't think there was, actually. Not Celtic fully focused ones. There was ones that maybe went on to become Celtic channels, but yeah, I don't think there was many at the time when Neil Lennon was made manager anyway, that completely just 100% focused on the mighty Celtic. So thank you for that, DB Boy 67. Mick Celtic says, you better believe it. Number one, Big Des is in the house saying good morning troops. Mr. Quinn's in the house. Christopher's in the house. Liam's in the house. Christopher, Big Des, Tam Max in the house. Liam saying that he loves the hat. Yeah, it's Christmas time. You've got to have a green and white elf hat, don't you? And Merry Christmas. Anyway, Merry Christmas to you all. There will be a video tomorrow and Christmas Eve, so yeah, we'll talk about that. Carly's in the house, Pat's in the house, Carly says Richard Cairns Castle's Grayskull and Snake Mountain is a bad place. Do you not watch He-Man? Oh, I gotta love it. And then Carly said good morning. And Paul McEwen is going for 7-0, 4-0 or 3-0. He's placing his bets. He is placing his bets across a wide spectrum of scorelines today. And it'll be interesting to see if any of those, I think you're more chance of 3-0. I don't think that we're going to score 7 or 4. Celtic to win 3-0 says Albert Wilson. I'm going for 4-0, says Big Des. He is going for 4-0. Got a couple of minutes until Celtic released and see what some people are saying online about the pitch. Hurry up and get the team out so I can get my bet on. Is one of the first comments. Just tell me Johnson and Alex Baye is playing or not. So another way to prepare myself for Ralston and Taylor playing. That's one place looks empty. Of course it is. It's an hour and a half before kick-off. Chris Sutton. Excuses, says Chris Sutton. And my column, the deflection tactics used by Rangers shown that they are simply second best. That one came out yesterday. I never saw that one, actually. That's a nice one by Chris Sutton yesterday. He had to go back 20 years to get a dodgy penalty the last time. Rangers fans at their best, aren't they? Yeah, it's totally. They are second best, and it's simple as that. And I thought it was funny yesterday. I seen a post yesterday. So apologies down. It's fine. I seen a post yesterday, with them still playing simply the best, but they're not simply the best. They're not even the best team in Scotland by far. But anyway, that's enough about them. It's all about Dundee United. Luke and Adam Ida to start, says Mr. Quinn. Bernardo better start, says DB Boy, 67 in the heat of Lisbon. Mo's going for 2-1 Celtic. Paul McLean's going for 3-1. I'm going to keep on saying this to you guys that keep on coming up with a goal for the opposition. We're halfway through the season almost, and we've only conceded 4 goals all season in the league. So I don't see why the likes of Dundee United, I don't see how Dundee United are going to put one in the back of the net. I just don't see it. Carly was predicting 4-5 and 6-0 yesterday, and was scraped with a 1-0 win. They were predicting a 4 and they scraped with a 1-0 win. Who cares about that lot? Bernardo, Hatate and Kalmak, says DV Boy 67. 5 minutes until the team is released by Celtic. 5 minutes until the team is released by Celtic. It's interesting that they do have Luke McCowan on the picture for the game for Celtic Television. Will Luke McCowan get a start today? There's every chance that he might, just to freshen up that midfield. He is a player that obviously knows Dundee United inside out, having played for the club just across the street. It's a mad situation up in Dundee, isn't it? You always wonder why they never built the one stadium, and just shared the stadium. It would have been so much easier. Just build one stadium and share it, and just get an end each. It'd be a lot easier, especially when they're at spitting distance of each other. Literally, I mean, they're on the same street. You park your buses down at the Dundee United parking area. The streets outside Dundee United. Even if you're going to Dundee or Dundee United, you walk past Dundee United's ground. Anyway, it's a crazy situation. I think that if there is ever a case for two clubs combining their wealth, and I don't mean that in a football sense, I mean that in a sense of, we're just filling time here, I mean that in a sense of the land that they do have. If the two of them were to sell the land that they have between both their grounds, they would raise a fantastic amount of money from developers wanting to build houses and such on it, and they would be able to build a stadium on the outskirts of the city. Because let's face it, Dundee United and Dundee are two teams that should have merged. They should have merged in the 80s when they had the chance. That would just wind up some fans, wouldn't it? I don't mean merged, but there was talk of them merging, wasn't there? In the late 80s, there was talk of Dundee and Dundee United merging. But I don't think they should merge. They should just... There's a lot of teams like that. They should just share a stadium It's a lot easier. Anyway, look at the prime tool with that burn. I look like a prime tool. It says Tony. Well, it's Christmas time, Tony, and you're probably sitting in your Y fronts. Just saying, you're probably sitting in your Y fronts, scratching your arse, drinking a 10-inch lager. So there you go, Tony. You look like a prime tool with that bonnet. It's not a bonnet, it's a Christmas hat. Where's your Christmas spirit? God, you don't want to see the video that I put out on Christmas Day on a certain channel, because there'll be around about 15,000 people on a beach with these type of hats on. You'll not be saying I look like a tool then if you see that video. Anyway, Rio needs drop, says Pat O. Tony Carly says, be careful, Tony, because Carly's on it. She will do you in. She's in charge of one of the spanners. Paul Beard says, let's hope Taylor doesn't even make the bench. I thought Rio was one of our better players last week, says DBY67. Rio's getting an overnight bus to Glasgow to London with all the loonies. They will only do that, Baz. They should, but they wouldn't. Yeah, exactly. I'm going for 5-0. Luke McCowan to score first, says Tam Cairns. It's about time that we had the young left back on the bench. That is that. Don't drop Rio. If Spurs come as a non-starter, he has less value. I don't think so. He doesn't have less value if he's a non-starter in just one game. Hitati should start, says Mick Celtic. And it's a wee Celtic elf. And it's not an elf on the shelf, well, even though the shelf is there. It's the elf on the One Celtic Fans View. JBB is going for 3-0 Celtic. Hopefully the Celtic. Oh, we better get onto the Celtic page, because the team will be announced in around about 50 seconds time. The team for Dundee United versus Celtic today. Just keep refreshing this page. And it'll be around about 30 seconds time. And as soon as it is, you'll know the score. It'll take me about 30 seconds then to get it uploaded onto the screen. Once I've told you exactly who is playing. There's always anticipation at this bit. Always a lot of anticipation at this bit, because you're just waiting on that team coming out, seeing what changes Brendan Rodgers has made for the game today. And it's going to be interesting to see who starts up front. It's going to be interesting who starts in the midfield, because I think if there's going to be lots of changes, there will be changes in that midfield area. Will he make changes to Dyson Maida and Nico Kuhn? Will he give those guys a rest and bring on Louis Palmer? Oh, that's out. Schmeichel, Ralston, Welsh, Scales, Taylor. Oh my God, massive changes at the back, Celtic fans. Schmeichel, Ralston, Welsh, Scales, Taylor, McGregor, McCowan, Hatate, Yang, Maida and Kyogo start the game today. Welsh and Scales. Oh my God, that's it. That's it, we're goosed. Sinisalo, Palmer, Alma, I can't even speak after that. That is shocking news coming out of Celtic. I need to get this up on the screen first. Oh my God. What has happened at Celtic this week? There must have been a massive flu epidemic, went right through the team. I need to get this up onto the screen. You'll never believe it until you see it. Oh my God, this is an unbelievable change for Celtic. Wait till I just do this and get this full team. Right, I'm going to try and make it as big as I can today, just so you get the full team on the screen. Oh my God, I cannot believe this. I absolutely cannot believe it. This is unbelievable. Unbelievable. The defence has been annihilated. The defence has been completely annihilated from the game last weekend. Completely. And when I say complete, I mean completely annihilated. Oh, where's this front overlay? Browse. And the team should be on your screen. Now, there's the team. Let's get rid of that Dundee United picture. No, that's the time. Let's get rid of that one. That is the team. Wow. Schmeichel, Ralston, Welsh, Scales, Taylor, McGregor, McCowan, Hatate, Yang, Maida, Kyogo. On the bench is Sinisalo, Palma, Adam Ida, Alex Baye, Norobski, Engels, Bernardo, Bonner and Donovan. Two of the younger players have made the bench today. Wow. Tell me what your thoughts are, Celtic fans. Can't believe that lineup. Oh my God, shocking. Taylor plays. Paul Baird is the most experienced player that we have now in the defence. What the fuck, but as we have a gap to stretch. Welsh, Rouse and Yang. Damn, Brendan is mad, says TV Point. That is an unbelievable. That's DB Boy says, what's it? That's a weird team. Going to need Big Game McCowan for that. Jesus, that is. I'm just reading some of the comments here. I can't believe that team says Richard. Surely CCV isn't injured again. No, I think he's got the flu. I think there's the man flu. But Brendan did say there was a flu epidemic went through the town. Kyogo hat-trick, downgrade that prediction to 2-1, says Dermot. I did say it was going to be evening from Vietnam, says Ray Ray. Evening from Vietnam. Great to have an early kickoff to watch the game with a beer for once. I'm really surprised at that lineup. Don't think anyone predicted that lineup. Not a chance. Lanky says this has got 2-1 written all over it. Brenda's been on the eggnog all night. That's took my breath away, says Tam Cairns. Oh, Jesus. Craig Young, private dancer, in my opinion. What? Anyway, Kaiser says that team is more than enough to dominate Scottish football. So we play, Taylor played his usual left back, centre back, left wing, left midfield, centre midfield, right. Oh, Richard, I love the irony and the sarcasm in your comments. Fair play to you, man. Fair play to you. Big Des says, I've heard for 2 weeks it's a badging. I've had it for 2 weeks. Oh, you've had it for 2 weeks. That flu-riddled team. Jesus, Paul Baird's in the house. Alex Baye must have the flu. He doesn't. Alex Baye is on the bench. Alex Baye is on the bench for Celtic today. I've got to say that team has ultimately shocked my... Oh dear. And the first comment, Welsh. Yep, Welsh. I'm not going to enjoy this. Is the next one. That defence is absolutely awful, but it should get the job done. Back four, you've ruined Christmas. Lol. Put the real one up now. Is that? And then Aidan says, what the F is this shit? Good to see Packy Bonner back in the mix. And it isn't Packy Bonner, but we know what he's getting it. Yang, Taylor and Welsh. Oh my God, the fear. Welsh and Scales. Oh God almighty me. Absolutely. I'm in bits with this defence. Oh man. Right, Brendan, come on. Put the real team up, Brendan. Come on. Right, joke's over. There's no April Fool. Oh my goodness. Oh man. The man flu team. I'm opening the rum now, says Mr. Quinn. Thanks to that team. I don't think I'm going to go to the football. There's a bottle of wine in the cupboard that I might just open. Why is he not playing? This could be a hit or a miss. Why is who not playing? I knew I shouldn't have put... Paul Baird says, I'll stick with 3-0. He's going to stick with 3-0. Mr. Quinn says, it's squeaky bum time, for fuck's sake. That team will win it for today's, says, win it for us today, says James Gunn. Carly's back in the fold, saying this is going to be a slog. Don't panic, Mr. Mannering, says Derry Jerry. Don't panic. Oh my God! We better hope that the lads in the stand today have got the songbook out, because we're going to need something to cheer us up. Willie Man says we should have known when Brendan was bumming up Welsh, Ralston and Yang over the last few days. Play that team at Castle Grayskull, we're doomed. Thank God for thanks for the gifted membership, says Paul Welsh. Welsh Paul, even Paul Welsh Paul. Welcome to the membership, Paul. I hope you keep it up after that. There will be a lot more. I'm still too shocked at that team, to be honest. I am absolutely shocked at that team. We can handle Dundee United with this team. Yes, we can, I think. Lanky says, I'm going to say this. Yang will score today and be man of the match. An early shout for man of the match by Lanky. He reckons it'll be Yang. Duncan Mill says, 8-0, just watch. 8-0, what, for Dundee United? Oh my goodness. The whole of Europe is talking about this team. They are. The whole of Europe is now talking about this team and the missed penalty. Yang hat-trick, says Gizabel. Welsh Paul says, thank you. No worries. I don't know who you're thinking. Is it me? I have no idea now. Everything's just gone to pot. That team has made news worldwide. I'm taking this hat off and putting the real hat back on. Hopefully Brendan will put the real team back on. Stephen Boyle says, if that don't tell you how weak we are after our first pick 11, we might just strengthen in January, then your head's up your arse or in the clouds, said Stephen. I think you're right, Stephen. I mean, Brendan does need to strengthen this team. When you look at the players that we do have, I'm taking this hat off. I look like my old man. Watch this. Yeah, that's better. I looked like my old man with that hat on. It looked weird. It looked really weird. It's like I was watching my old fella. But anyway, that team. What has he done? Schmeichel, Ralston, Welsh, Scales, Taylor at the back. Taylor's probably the most experienced player team-wise, so you had to play Taylor. That's the reason that Alex Baye's never got a start today. It should be strong enough for this team today. In the midfield, McGregor, McCowan, Hatate. That's a good midfield all day long, as long as Hatate is up to this game. Because the midfield are going to have to make sure they're going to have to cover for that defence. They're going to have to play that well today that Dundee just don't get anywhere near us. Dundee will be looking at that team going, we've got a chance today. We've got a good chance. It's not their best. It's not their starting. It's not their strongest team. Yang, Maida, and Kyogo. It's got a throwback to Ange Postecoglou's team. A little. It's basically Ange's team, isn't it? 4 players up front. Hatate, Yang, Maida, and Kyogo. It is a throwback to Ange Postecoglou. Will it be strong enough to win this game today? I think so. Will they be as energetic as an Ange team, and will they be as fast-paced as a Brendan and Ange team mixture? I think that they will, and I think that they will get it over the line. I am still going to go with the 2-0 prediction that I went with yesterday after seeing that team. I think it will be a dogged game. When you look at who can come in off the bench, Sinisalo, well, he's not going to be on the bench. Will Palmer come on for Yang and later on in the game? He may well do. And I think that all that's doing is putting Palmer in the window for a transfer, or maybe even to be sold. But if we do sell Palmer, we're going to have to bring in another winger. Adam Ida will come on towards the end of the game. Alex Baye may come on just to keep the one and only Greg Taylor 100% fit, because if Greg Taylor was to get injured between now and the end of January, it puts paid to any £3 million transfer out of Celtic. And then you've got Arne Engels. He may come on for Luke McCowan towards the second half of the game. Paolo Bernardo could come on for Hatate. And then you've got young Bonner and young Donovan, who have made the bench also. That shows you how threadbare the squad is. For all that we've been talking up the squad this season and the fantastic scores, Baz, get your Santa Baz, get your Santa hat back on. The elf on the TV after the game. I was sitting looking at myself and I'm like, nah, I look like my old man, I need to take that off. So Paul Welsh, I keep trying to say Paul Welsh, that's just weird. Welsh Paul says, better win, Celtic better win. I did remain unbeaten in the league. You did unbeaten in the league at 10-1. I think they will stay unbeaten in the league, Welsh Paul. I think that you've got a good chance of that happening, and it will be a fantastic end to the season for us. Rip Tom says the anti-fascist young players, they are good. Danny Boy is agreeing with him. Dundee United will be beaten by this team, no worries whatsoever. Yep. Wee Jimmy's on the bench. Wee Jimmy no on the bench. Wee Jimmy no on the bench. Lanky says, in my opinion, Baz, this is a smart move from Brendan. He's basically giving these lads a rest, time to show how the rest react. If they don't turn up today, it's good night Vienna for them. Paul, you're exactly right, mate. You're exactly right. Welsh will move on in the next transfer window. It gives him a little bit of game time. It puts him out there in the market. It lets other teams see how good he is against a Dundee United team. I expect Louis Palmer to come on in the second half, putting him back in the shop window for a little move in January also. So yeah, you've got Lanky, you're spot on again. I think it is a good, you've got to say that Welsh and Scales playing in that back, I'm not overly worried about it. You've got Scales, Taylor. Welsh has been there. He's been there for a long time. He knows how to get these games over the line. Tony Ralston there. He's a brick for us. He'll run through brick walls. He's finishing his crosses and that isn't the best, but he's still a fantastic player for us, and he'll get the job done. It's a team that should win it all day long. It's a team that may not play the type of fast-paced attacking football that we're used to. It may be a bit of a slower pace today. I hope not, because the players have been training the way that Brendan wants them to play for a while now. So these guys have got to come in and show that they're hungry. It does give them that little opportunity. Yang, will he be sold? I don't think so. Brendan seems to like him. But McCowan gives him a perfect opportunity and a great day for him to show the team across the city exactly what they're missing. Dundee United will be beaten, Paul Baird says. He's no worries. Christopher says, I wouldn't trust Palmer. Christopher Patterson says, I wouldn't trust Palmer with my shopping list. Come on, the flu 11, says Big Des. Dundee versus Dundee, says Derry Jerry. Engels plays right back. We might need him at right back at some point. I hope these changes don't end up with us in the ass. 3-1 Celtic is still going for. Did David Bowie not mention Ripped Up Tom in his Ashes to Ashes song? Ralston gives Paul the fear. Welsh Paul has just put £100. He put £100 on Celtic, finishing the season unbeaten, and he got 10-1. William Howells give him the odds of 10-1. Jamesy Forrest isn't on the bench because Jamesy Forrest is injured. He's out for 6 weeks. James Forrest is out injured for 6 weeks. Big Rabbi C. Big Rab C says that starting 11 has been flat for weeks. It's a refresh. It's a good idea. Lanky says when we bring in Ange, it means Yang will go out on loan. Do you think so? We'll wait and see. Carly's in the house. Paul O says, I expected a few changes. Welsh is a big chance to oust the dodgy trust. Welsh, Scales, Luke, Ralston, all to score today. Easy biscuits. I think Welsh is in just to give him that game time and to show prospective teams how good he is, because he is one that's going to go out on loan in January. Duncan Mills is going for 8-0. Lenny Ball back again. Oh, God. Lenny Ball back again. Oh, my days. Tony Ralston is Mr. Reliable, says Gesbill. He is reliable in a certain sense, but he's a bomb scare at others. Let's face it, he is. It depends on which flip of the coin he does. I don't hate Tony Ralston one bit, but he is a player that has. It's a 50-50 what you're going to get out of him on any move. One passage of play, you're thinking Tony Ralston's absolutely brilliant, and then with 2 touches of the ball, you're thinking, yep, that's it. There's the Tony we know and love as he skies the ball away out into the ether. Carly said, I've just had my first joint. It's the hardest one. Leela, good morning to you. She's going for 4-0 Celtic. Big Des says, hopefully it's not as bad a flu as I've had. Can't stop coughing for 2 weeks and the energy zapped out me. Stephen Johnson's in the house. Mr. Quinn says, shop window for 11 players today. Who are Bonner and Donovan? They're 2 young players for the B team. Two pretty good young players for the B team. This squad needs Jota. Definitely needs Jota. Remember the team beat the Fuzzy Wuzzies. The sickness is growing round. Thank God I'm on the other side of this laptop screen then and nowhere near you lot when you've all got the lurgy going about. Paddy and Jason. Too many changes, says Jerry. James Gunn says he's going to go for 3-0 Celtic. Brendan Rodgers did say some people were not feeling well at his press conference on Friday. He did say that, and he was going to see how they were all feeling on Saturday in training. And it looks like, Baz, can you only read from a man? No, Carly, what have you said? Have I missed your comments? I've read from Layla. I've read from, who else did I read from? Celtic Girl, Parkhead Boy, you at it again? I've never seen your... What, you've not said it's a must win, that's all you said, it's a must win, Carly. And I also mentioned about the first time you've had a joint. So what, you on about women? James God's going for 3-0. See, now you've made me lost my place. Donovan is a right back, he's decent. Richard Cairn says that lineup is nothing compared to the team Brendan will pull out against the Sevco. Word on the street is the women's team would still pump them. How can the dreams, Carly, stop dreams? What the heck is that comment about? The midfield is strong, yes it is. Carly's now going to say last night was horrendous. No idea. Pre-season, Donovan thought would be a regular. Yeah, he's one of the ones that were in America and that were playing good in America. He didn't get put out to loaned out to another player. Penalty to Celtic after VAR check, says Paul Hogan. Oh, don't say that today. Let's see how Yang does today. Says DB Boy 67. Carly says, no, I just had my last joint in a week. Not my first. There we go. See, Carly? There we go. I'm sure we all needed to know that. Peter Larkin says, the team from last week, only 3 players never played in the final. Good Celtic victory today. Paul Hogan said last round, but Cannabis Club, he says, I was just talking about dope. I don't even smoke it. I mean, I have no idea what he's talking about. Andy Mack's going for 2-1 Celtic. Square Sausage Mix says, hail, hail the winners. Hail, hail Baz up the Celts. Willie Man says he's on his 6th joint already in a day. When did you get up? At 2 o'clock this morning? No Boyd on Sky today. He must be raging. He must be raging at that. He will be raging if he's not on Sky with that Celtic team with all those changes. Pat O says I've just been named as a sub. Anyway, that is the team. I stopped the weed last week. Take your time reading out the comments, Baz. There's that many comments, Carly. They've slowed down a bit now. People will be jumping off to go and watch Sky and such like. But anyway, that is a big shock of a team. VAR will definitely go against Celtic today. It's a cert. I'm not too sure. But it is what it is. Anyway, I'm still going for 2-0 Celtic. And I'm away to get ready for the game because I've no idea if I'm going to go to the pub to watch the game or if I'm going to sit in the house and drink a couple of glasses of wine. Because I think I may need it. If I go to the pub, I'll need to drive and then I can't have a drink. So, Anyway, if the mood swings, got out of you, Carly. Good luck, girl. The Hoodie Smokers podcast. The Hood Smokers podcast. I'm going to need to click on this one. Go to channel. The Hood Smokers podcast. Fair play to you, man. He's got 24,000 subscribers. Big up the Hood Smokers podcast. The Hood Smokers podcast. Go yourself, mate. 91,000 views in the last 28 days. I'm going to hate to listen to some of this. The Hood Smokers podcast. How long has this channel been on the go? Since 2019. Fair play to you, mate. Fair play to you. Coming out the good old USA. The Hood Smokers podcast. Hood Smokers podcast. We do it for the hood. In the hood. In the hood. For the hip hop culture. Big up the hip hop culture. Hip hop is the way of life. The Hood Smokers celebrate every element of. I've just subscribed to your channel, mate. You must have known. You should see my playlist that comes on Spotify in the morning. It's proper old school gangster hip hop though. Proper old school gangster hip hop. Anyway, I get totally just go off on one. United are quite strong. I'm still back in. Chilwell's still going for one cell. I smoke hoops, but they are brown. Put it up on the Celtics. Celtics, let's go. I'm just upset. We need to get this guy on. We need to get the Hood Smokers podcast on. That's a brilliant channel. Anyway, I'm totally way on from one. I was coming off the video there. Normally wait till later to have. We've got a couple of Glasgow Celtic videos on our channel. Let me just go and find them. Let me just search. Can't find them. I'll try and find them later. DMX. I could tell this is going to be a channel I'm going to enjoy. 24,000 videos, 24,000 subscribers. Fair play to you. Fair play to you, man. Anyway, right, that's it. I've done and dusted. Salute, brother. Salute, Jason. Thank you so much. Boaz says, Parkhead boy. And Kaiser's in on the wind up. Check out Parkhead boy, die-hard Celtic fan. Anyway, channel shout out. Right now, Baz shows us our upload. What, Kaiser? Channel shout out right now, Baz. Show us our upload. Kaiser, you did the drink along. Anyway, I wouldn't jump over to Kaiser's channel and do the drink along and then come and get my channel back after the game today. On that note, I am going for Dundee United 0, Celtic 2. And with that being said, have an absolutely fantastic day, Celtic fans, wherever you are, all around the world. Now, can we get this video back up again?
Lit. Roll up to the party. Roll up to the party. Roll up to the party. Roll up to the lit. Roll up to the party. Roll up to the party.
There's absolutely no way the Slim Shady supports Celtic. No way, surely.
Lit. Roll up to the party. Roll up to the party. Roll up to the party. Roll up to the lit. Roll up to the party. Roll up to the party. Roll up to the party. Roll up to the lit. Roll up to the party. Roll up to the party. Roll up to the party. Roll up to the lit. Roll up to the party. Roll up to the party. Roll up to the party. Roll up.